I just couldn't wait to get this one out and just say how excited I am. By the way, this is, I mean, I guess you could call it an emergency stream because, yeah, we're crashing. I mean, that's already old news. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know, Bitcoin is now around 71K. What is low is right around 70K yesterday. And I gotta say, so the reason I'm excited is because I'm like a dog, like catching the scent of, you know, whatever. And the scent here is of whatever. The scent here is we are getting close to the bottom. And I'll give you a couple reasons why I know that. Actually, I'm not saying I'm guessing. I'm not saying we hit the bottom for sure. Of course, we could go a couple thousand lower in the short term. I'm just talking about short term. At least, again, in my last stream, that I said the same thing. I'll say it again. We're way overdue for a bounce. And I'll give you at least two reasons. Maybe if I can come up with a third. But here's two reasons why we are really overdue for a bounce. And I would say at least till, you know, again, being conservative, at least back to like the low to mid 80K range. And it doesn't sound like much, but if Bitcoin gets back, or when Bitcoin gets back to the 80Ks, that'll bring alts up, I'm guessing even more, because the alts have held up in Bitcoin dominance over the last, you know, over this last drop. Bitcoin dominance did not go higher than 60%, and now it's even a little bit, it's closer to 59% than 60%. So that means when we go back up, as long as that dominance holds, or maybe even drops a little bit more, that'd be amazing. That means alts will gain in percentage versus Bitcoin. And I'm just talking about short-term stuff here, but that's really all that matters now, is just making money when you can, right? Okay, so two reasons why I know we're close to the bottom. If not, I've already hit it. Number one, I got a few comments on my last stream talking about, you know, buying the dip and like, you know, we're getting, and I think Bitcoin was like maybe at 73K or so. So pretty close to where it is now. Okay, a few percentage points higher. But yeah, it was right around that. And I got a few haters on my, I'm genuinely excited about this on my, you know, commenting on the video saying like, oh, I'm wrong, you know, something about going broke, looking like an idiot. I don't know, like, you can check out the comments exactly on my last video. Just look in the last live stream comments. But you know when you're getting, it's cool. So basically what it is it's cool to post bearish content, make bearish comments, talk about how we're going lower, and basically every YouTuber out there, even a couple that like me are saying that we're due for a bounce. They're mostly now saying, okay, yes, I've accepted we're in a bear market, and a combination of like, yes, we're in a bear market. Oh, by the way, thanks for the thumbs up, appreciate it. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. They're saying, yeah, we're in a bear market, we're going lower at least into the 60Ks. You know, everyone's expecting, you know, Bitcoin at least getting into like, you know, 67K, 65K or lower. So it's cool to say that, and of course post these, I wouldn't say hateful comments, but like, yeah, bearish comments, like negative, oh yeah, like anyone like me who's being a little bit optimistic, they're getting shat on. They're getting shat on, which I love, because, you know, those comments only make me grow stronger. And in YouTube and social media land, any you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, any comments, good or bad, it doesn't matter. It gets all attention. So hey, I mean, this is an attention economy. You want to give me your hate, please. I encourage you. Tell me how wrong I am. I love it, and you don't hurt my feelings. I worked in customer support for over a decade, so you literally cannot say anything that you can call me whatever the fuck you want. And I love it. I love it. Please bring it on. I encourage you to do that. And the more I get that, the more I see people saying, oh, he's wrong, he's whatever, you know, Bitcoin's going away, whatever the fuck. I know we're getting close to the bottom. So I guess that's a very long number one reason why we're getting close to the bottom. And the number two reason, what I also, after this, by the way, I'm going to tell you why Bitcoin Cash is really something to keep your eye on. But I'll get to that after this. So the number two reason why we are getting close to the bottom, if not already there, is because, oh wait, oh yes, the fear and greed. Okay, so I checked fear and greed index today. We literally, as of making this video, Bitcoin fear and greed is at a fucking 11 right now, which is insane in the membrane, insane in the brain, to quote Cypress Hill. But for real, this is an incredibly low extreme fear reading, and we have not been, the lowest we got was a 10. So it's now an 11, we got a 10. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for swinging by. And that was sometime in 2025, I don't know, I think at like, maybe at that wick we had, whenever, what was it, October or something? Whatever, at some point in 2025, we got to a 10 on extreme fear. That was the lowest we got all year, and now it's an 11. So it's like, sure, could we go down like a couple more percent? Yeah, could Bitcoin hit 69K, maybe 67K on a wick? Sure, of course. But, I mean, dude, like, how much lower can we go? And even if it literally doesn't matter, again, unless you're trading like, I'd say 10x leverage or more, I don't know, maybe even 5x leverage, you gotta be careful. But like, if you're just holding spot, or you even got like 3x leverage and you still have plenty of room to go, like literally, like we're not gonna go, in the short term, we're not gonna go much lower. We're way overdue for a bounce. So yeah, like I don't mind, you know, these haters on my last live stream, they posted like, oh yeah, like you bought now, you're going broke. I don't know what they said. Like, I don't care. Like, I bought Doge. It was like at 10.5 cents, and now it's at closer to 10 cents. It's still above that. So it's like I went down like a couple percent. Like, does it fucking matter? When I still believe 100%, as I keep saying, the alt season will really be getting into full gear this summer. And with that, you know, Doge well above 50 cents, probably closer to $1. Doesn't really even. Let's say I'm wrong. Let's say Doge just goes to 30 cents. You know, the weakest alt season ever, just a 3x from here. You know, if Bitcoin, you know, gets back above 100K, doesn't matter if I bought it at 11 cents or 10 cents or even 12 cents. It literally doesn't matter. It's going to do 3, 5, maybe 10x. Who the fuck cares? Again, the only people who should care right now are the people that like desperately need, you know, living paycheck to paycheck. You need the money to buy, you know, put food on the table, pay rent. Okay, that's a different story. Then you shouldn't be messing around with this. This is just, you know, money that you can afford. I don't want to say afford to lose because everyone says that. And I don't think if you just buy the top blue chips, I don't see how you would lose that unless you have to sell early on or you're doing leverage. And if you're playing around with leverage and you don't know what you're doing, that's not good. But otherwise, I don't see how you can fucking lose with this. Again, sticking to the blue chips, the top, you know, in the top 20, the top 50, that's kind of what I've been saying for a while. It's a no-brainer. So yeah, we're really close, if not already there, to the bottom, sniffing out a short-term bounce. And even, let me say this before I get to the Bitcoin Cash thing. One of my favorite YouTubers, Cesar Gets Crypto, really great guy. Seems like really good, like I kind of would like grab a beer with him and just chill with him kind of guy. And he is a really good, like very experienced with the technical analysis, but he's been wrong, like me. I mean, everyone is wrong. And so now he's been like bullish this whole time, saying like, hang in there, blah, blah, blah. And finally he capitulated and he said on his last live stream, that's like, I think this is yesterday, or not live stream, it was a Bitcoin, just video on Bitcoin update. But he's like, okay guys, I admit I was wrong. Now we are in a bear market. And he's expecting like a bear market to go on now for it's like at least a year, or it's like, oh my God, just with this like break of support, now all of a sudden he's bear. And I'm just like, is the most bullish guy, one of the most bullish YouTubers, is saying that he's bearish? I'm like, okay, we really got to be getting close to the bottom. And so it's not even just like random people commenting, it's actual like professional like traders or, you know, crypto analysts that are saying this too, right? So yeah, he said that. And then, even Cesar, who now flipped bearish, even he agrees with me. He said, it doesn't mean we're going to go straight down to hell, like in a straight line. He is also expecting a bounce. So even if we're like going into a bear market or not, doesn't matter in the short term. All that matters, we are going to get a bounce very, very soon. And then you can decide what you want to do. So Cesar said this, and I 100% agree, that he is expecting a bounce at least to like the 80K range, 85K, give or take, maybe higher, maybe 90K, maybe 82K, but something like that before we go any lower. So, right, because there's like way too much leverage shorts right now, and everyone who's going short is making money. Bitcoin's lower than it's been in like, I don't know, a year, more than a year. I forget, I don't have a chart in front of me, but it hasn't been this low in a very, very long time. So it's like literally everyone who's bought Bitcoin in the last year, let's say, give or take, is in a loss. So it has to, like, there's not too many people who are still selling at this point, right? They're either buying or they're holding, or, like it's only the big, the fat cats, let's say, who are pushing the crypto around, that are selling it, and it's not even getting profitable to sell anymore, even though they're manipulating it, because there's not even like very many leverage longs, right? So there's like really the only people to liquidate now are to the downside. Or in other words, it has to go up to liquidate the leverage shorts, is what I'm trying to say. So it only makes sense, even for the manipulators at this point, to at least wick it back up to get the people to lose money who are like, betting that we're going to go down to the 67K or 62K or whatever the fuck. So hey, by the way, Cinegirl said hi. Hi. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so all that said, we are really, really, really in a good spot. Whether we wick down to 69K or 67K, who cares, right? I mean, it'll be like a second, it'll get bought up, and then we're going to shoot right back up. So the reason why, thanks for hanging out, by the way, guys. Really appreciate the love. I really want to go climbing soon. So I'm at my gym. Here, I'll show you real quick where I'm at. Doesn't that look fun? Yeah. So I'll wrap this up here in the next few minutes. But yes, so Bitcoin Cash. The reason why you should keep your eye on Bitcoin Cash right now, even though it's not like, if you look at the price action, right? It's like been in the 500 range, and like it gets to the 600s and then it goes down again. But it is holding so strong. If you look at the Bitcoin Cash versus BTC, which I looked at this morning chart, so Bitcoin Cash, BTC, Bitcoin Cash is putting in higher highs and higher lows, like slow and steady, like the turtle just keeps chugging along over the last, I don't know, months. I don't know the exact for how long, but it's been a very long time, a very, very great progression, showing that Bitcoin Cash, once we get this breakout of Bitcoin, or at least Bitcoin holds steady and it stops dropping, Bitcoin Cash is in a really, really solid position to, I would say, outperform altcoins, and at the very least, lose less than the average altcoin, because it's just, the chart's incredible. Look at BCH versus BTC. So it's a really, if you want something like as an altcoin, that you want to get more ROI versus, and you still want to be conservative, like outside of like buying ETH or something. I mean, ETH is also an amazing at 2,000. ETH is a great buy too. But yeah, just because of that comparison to Bitcoin, implying that as soon as we solidify, we go slow and steady, Bitcoin stops dropping, stabilizes, or starts going up again, Bitcoin Cash is poised to outperform. Yo, Rick Falconer, what's up, man? Thanks for swinging by. Like I said, I'm good. Maybe, I don't know if you saw the earlier part of this stream. I was saying how excited I am that I'm sniffing out, like a dog on the hunt, I'm sniffing out the bottom. Whether we hit it exactly or not, we're getting very, very, very close. So that's all that matters. How are you doing? Yeah, how are you doing? Yep. And I gave a couple reasons, and I'll post this video after when I finish it so you can watch the beginning. But I gave a couple very good reasons why I believe that if we haven't hit the bottom, at least in the short term, we're crazy close to it. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, and had my coffee today. So if you could tell, that's why maybe that's part of the reason why I'm pumped up, is because I'm at the climbing gym, had my coffee, and I'm sniffing out the short-term bounce, at least back to the 80K range. And at that point, I probably, and I almost for sure will, pay off some of my loans and de-risk, et cetera. But yeah, we're almost there. Very exciting. I got to go. All right, cool, man. All right, take care. Hang in there, stay strong, all that good stuff. Have a nice day. Thanks for hanging out. All right, cool. Like, by the way, if you don't mind, show me some love. Appreciate that. Or hey, give me a thumbs down. That's cool too. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But okay, if anyone has any last minute questions, ask them right now, and I'll answer them on the stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna go start climb. Actually, watch this. I'm gonna like hang out. See, I like to do like the one arm hang. That's kind of fun. And you can see, look, I'm hanging. My feet are under the ground. Anyway, yeah, just hanging out. Okay, cool. Yeah, hang in there. Stay strong. If you have any cash, I mean, you probably have already put it into the market by now, but if not, it's an amazing time to use that powder and buy your favorite alts. Again, I recommend the ones higher in the market cap, just, you know, to be safe, the better. But cool. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I am going to go climbing. See ya.